In the Shadows. Story 1. Horror. At the time, I was only around the age of 17. I lived in New York, so it was a pretty densely populated area. At the time, I was more of a night owl, and I would spend most of my time outside at night. At the time, I also lived with my colleague in a dorm room. Me and him did not get on very well. We had many arguments. And every time an argument burst out, I would normally go outside at night. This one night we had a major argument, so I stormed out the dorm. I was walking across the streets of New York, and it was unbelievably dark. As I did, I walked across an alleyway, and looking into the dark alleyway, I saw a figure. He was standing there. I was curious to see what he was doing, so I went around the corner and I watched him from behind a wall. He checked to see if anyone was there, but he luckily missed me. Next thing I knew it, he had opened a door in the wall, and he had walked in. As he closed the door, I was curious to see what he was doing, so I ran up. I put my ear against the door to listen. I could hear faint whispering and arguing. The whispering slowly became louder and louder. It sounded as if it was coming towards the door, so I got stressed out. So I slowly began to back away and walk off. But as I did that, I heard the faintest noise from the back of the alley. It sounded like a knife scraping against the brick. As I turned around, I see a dark, shadowy figure staring back at me with a knife in his one hand, just scraping it against the wall. As I did that, I began to run for my life. I was running towards my dorm, and as that happened, I could hear the faintest laughter. Thank you. The story of the man in the shadows.